Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Podcast. We're so happy you're here with us today.
Hi there, I'm Michael and this is Sarah. Thanks for joining us for another meaningful conversation.
Today, we're talking about something really special, happy memories.
That's right. Being able to share your favorite memories helps you connect with others and express what matters to you.
These conversations often come up naturally when you're getting to know someone or spending time with old friends.
Plus, talking about happy memories is just enjoyable. It brings back those good feelings.
Before we start, if you find our podcast helpful, please subscribe and share it with other English learners.
Your support means everything to us. So, Sarah, when I say happy memory, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Oh, that's easy. I immediately think of summer vacations at my grandmother's house when I was about 7 or 8. We'd spend entire days outside, catching fireflies in jars at night. What about you?
For me, it's my high school graduation day. Not the ceremony itself, but afterward when my whole family went out for dinner. Everyone was so proud and I felt like I had accomplished something important. That feeling still makes me smile.
Those are beautiful memories. Today, we'll teach our listeners how to share their own happy memories in English.
Let's get started.
Let's begin with how to introduce or start talking about a memory.
The simplest way is, I remember when, followed by your memory.
I remember when I learned to ride a bike. My dad ran alongside me until I got the hang of it.
You can also say, I'll never forget for especially meaningful memories.
I'll never forget the day I got my first puppy. I was so excited I couldn't stop smiling.
One of my favorite memories works well too.
One of my favorite memories is my 10th birthday party, when all my friends came over.
For distant memories, you might say, I have this vivid memory of, or I clearly remember.
I have this vivid memory of my first day of school. I was wearing a blue dress and carrying a new backpack.
To set the time frame, when I was younger, or back when I was a kid.
When I was younger, my family used to go camping every summer.
Or a few years ago for more recent memories.
A few years ago, I took a road trip with my best friend, and we had the most amazing adventure.
Childhood memories are often the happiest. Let's learn how to talk about them.
You might start with your age. When I was 5 years old, I remember.
Or, as a child, I used to, for repeated activities.
As a child, I used to build blanket forts in the living room with my brother.
Describing activities, we would spend hours shows duration and repetition.
We would spend hours playing in the backyard, making up imaginary games.
Places matter in memories. I remember my childhood home had a big oak tree in the front yard.
We had this old swing set that creaked every time we used it.
Sensory details make memories vivid. I remember the smell of my grandmother's cookies baking.
I can still hear the sound of the ice cream truck coming down our street.
Emotions are important. I felt so happy and carefree during those summers.
Those were such innocent, joyful times.
You can mention people. My cousin and I were inseparable back then.
My mom would always join us for these adventures. Family memories are precious. Let's explore this vocabulary.
Talking about gatherings, family reunions were always special when I was growing up.
We'd have these huge holiday dinners with everyone talking and laughing.
Traditions create memories. Every Christmas morning, we'd open stockings before breakfast. It was our tradition.
My dad always made pancakes on Sunday mornings. That's one of my fondest memories.
Trips together. One of my best memories is when we took a family road trip to the Grand Canyon.
I remember being in the back seat with my siblings, singing songs and playing car games.
Simple moments matter. Some of my happiest memories are just sitting around the dinner table talking and joking.
I treasure those quiet evenings when we'd watch movies together as a family.
Specific relatives. My grandfather taught me how to fish. Those Saturday mornings on the lake are precious memories.
My aunt used to take me to the library every week. She fostered my love of reading.
Let's talk about memories with friends.
Meeting friends. I remember the day I met my best friend. We were both sitting alone at lunch, and I asked if I could join her.
We clicked immediately and have been close ever since.
Adventures together. My friends and I once took a spontaneous trip to the beach at midnight.
We stayed up all night talking, watching the sunrise. It was magical.
School memories. Some of my happiest high school memories are from hanging out after school.
We'd go to this diner and just talk for hours over fries and milkshakes.
Silly moments. I remember one time we tried to bake a cake, and it was an absolute disaster.
We were laughing so hard we were crying. The kitchen was a mess, but it didn't matter.
Supporting each other. I'll always remember when my friend surprised me on my birthday after I'd had a terrible week.
She showed up at my door with balloons and my favorite takeout. I felt so loved.
Accomplishments create lasting, happy memories. Let's discuss these.
Academic achievements. I remember getting my acceptance letter to university. I read it 3 times to make sure it was real.
My hands were shaking with excitement.
Graduation is huge. Graduation day was one of the proudest moments of my life.
Walking across that stage to receive my diploma felt incredible.
First job memories. I'll never forget my first day at my first real job.
I was nervous but excited. I felt so grown up.
Overcoming challenges. Learning to drive stick shift was frustrating, but when I finally got it, I felt amazing.
That moment when everything clicked, I was so proud of myself.
Creative accomplishments. I remember finishing my first painting. It wasn't perfect, but I'd created something, and that felt wonderful.
The sense of satisfaction was incredible.
Travel often creates the best memories. Let's learn this vocabulary.
Describing trips. One of my favorite travel memories is backpacking through Europe with friends.
Every day brought new discoveries and adventures.
First impressions. I remember arriving in Paris for the first time and seeing the Eiffel Tower.
I just stood there, taking it all in. It was surreal.
Unexpected moments. The best memory from that trip wasn't planned. We got lost in a small village.
And ended up having dinner with a local family. Their kindness was unforgettable.
Specific experiences. Swimming in the ocean at sunset in Thailand is a memory I cherish.
The water was warm, the sky was pink and orange. It was perfect.
Travel companions matter. What made that trip special was sharing it with my sister.
We bonded in a way we never had before.
First experiences often become happy memories. Let's explore these.
First times are exciting. I remember my first concert. The energy of the crowd was electric.
The music was so loud I could feel it in my chest. I'd never experienced anything like it.
First time living independently. Moving into my first apartment was such a milestone.
It wasn't much, but it was mine. I felt so independent and free.
First pet memories. Getting my first dog was one of the happiest days of my childhood.
I remember meeting him at the shelter. He jumped into my lap immediately, and I knew he was the one.
First love memories. My first real relationship taught me so much. I remember feeling like I was walking on air.
Everything felt more colorful and meaningful.
First successes. My first published article. I must have read it 100 times.
Seeing my name in print was a dream come true.
Emotions make memories powerful. Let's learn to express these feelings.
Joy and happiness. I felt pure joy in that moment.
I was so happy I thought my heart might burst.
Excitement. I was buzzing with excitement. I couldn't sit still.
The anticipation made everything more thrilling.
Contentment. I felt completely content, like everything was exactly as it should be.
It was a moment of perfect peace and happiness.
Gratitude. I felt so grateful to be there, to experience that.
I remember thinking, I'm so lucky right now.
Wonder and awe. I was in awe of the beauty around me.
It took my breath away.
Love. I felt surrounded by love and warmth.
That's when I truly understood what love feels like.
Adding sensory details makes memories come alive. Let's practice this.
Describing what you saw. The sunset painted the sky in brilliant shades of orange and pink.
Everything seemed to glow in the golden afternoon light.
Describing sounds in memories. I can still hear the waves crashing against the shore.
The sound of children's laughter filled the park.
Smells trigger memories. The scent of pine trees always takes me back to those camping trips.
I remembered the smell of fresh bread from the bakery on the corner.
Taste memories. I can still taste my grandmother's apple pie, sweet, cinnamony, with a perfect flaky crust.
Those homemade chocolate chip cookies were the best I've ever had.
Touch and feelings. I remember how soft the sand felt between my toes.
The warm sun on my face felt absolutely perfect.
Let's discuss why we cherish these memories and how to express that.
Explaining significance. That memory is important to me because it was when I felt truly confident for the first time.
Looking back, I realized that experience shaped who I am today.
Connection to identity. Those childhood summers made me who I am. They taught me to appreciate simple joys.
That memory reminds me of what truly matters in life.
Learning from memories. When I'm feeling down, I think back to that moment and remember I can be happy.
That memory gives me strength when things get tough.
Sharing bonds. Talking about these memories with old friends brings us closer.
We love reminiscing about the good old days.
Gratitude for the past. I'm so glad I have these memories to look back on.
These experiences are treasures I'll carry forever.
Let's review essential vocabulary for talking about memories.
First phrase, I remember when. Repeat, I remember when.
Used to introduce a memory. I remember when I first learned to swim.
Second phrase, I'll never forget. Repeat, I'll never forget.
For especially meaningful memories, I'll never forget my graduation day.
Third word, vivid. Repeat, vivid.
Clear and detailed, like it just happened. I have a vivid memory of that summer.
Fourth phrase, used to. Repeat, used to.
For past habits or repeated actions, we used to play in the park every afternoon.
Fifth word, cherish. Repeat, cherish.
To hold dear and value greatly, I cherish those moments with my family.
Sixth word, fondly. Repeat, fondly.
With affection and happiness, I think fondly of those days.
Seventh word, reminisce. Repeat, reminisce.
To recall and share past experiences. We love to reminisce about our college years.
Eighth phrase, take me back. Repeat, take me back.
When something triggers a memory, that song takes me back to high school.
Let's practice how memories come up naturally in conversations.
Someone might ask, what's your favorite childhood memory?
You respond, that's a great question. I think it would be...
Or the conversation triggers a memory. Oh, that reminds me of when...
Your story about the beach reminded me of a trip I took.
Building on other stories. That's funny. Something similar happened to me.
I had a comparable experience when I was younger.
Asking follow-up questions. That sounds amazing. What happened next?
How did you feel in that moment?
I'd love to hear more about that.
That must have been incredible.
Let's quickly cover common mistakes when talking about memories.
Mistake 1. Mixing up tenses. I remember when I am going. Should be, I remember when I went.
Past memories need past tense.
Mistake 2. Using remember and remind incorrectly. I remember that day versus that reminds me of.
Remember is what you do. Remind is what something does to you.
Mistake 3. Saying I was boring when you mean I was bored.
Boring describes the thing. Bored describes your feeling.
Mistake 4. Forgetting articles. I went to beach. Should be, I went to the beach.
Small words matter.
Sarah, what a wonderful conversation about happy memories.
I agree. Talking about memories always makes me feel warm and grateful.
Let's summarize what we learned today.
We started with how to introduce memories using phrases like, I remember when, I'll never forget, and one of my favorite memories is.
We explored childhood memories and how to describe those carefree, innocent times.
We discussed family memories, traditions, and the precious moments with relatives.
We talked about friendship memories, adventures, and the bonds that form through shared experiences.
We covered achievement memories, accomplishments that made us proud.
We explored travel memories and first experiences that stay with us forever.
We learned to describe emotions in memories: joy, excitement, contentment, gratitude, and love.
We practiced adding sensory details to make memories vivid and engaging.
We discussed why memories matter and how they shape us.
And we reviewed essential vocabulary to help you share your own memories confidently.
Remember, sharing happy memories connects us with others and helps us appreciate life's beautiful moments.
Time for our question of the day.
Here it is. What's one happy memory that always makes you smile when you think about it?
Great question. For me, it's the memory I mentioned earlier, my graduation dinner with my family. Everyone was so happy and proud. That feeling of accomplishment and love stays with me.
Beautiful. So you could write, a happy memory that makes me smile is my graduation celebration with my family.
What about you, Sarah?
Mine is catching fireflies at my grandmother's house as a child. Those summer evenings felt magical, full of wonder and freedom. I still feel that sense of peace when I think about it. Perfect! My happiest memory is catching fireflies at my grandmother's house during summer.
Now it's your turn, listeners. Think of a memory that brings you joy.
It could be from childhood, a special celebration, time with loved ones, an achievement, or just a perfect moment.
Share your memory in the comments below.
We'd love to hear your stories. Sharing happy memories spreads joy.
Don't worry about perfect English, just share your heart.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
We hope this episode helps you share your happy memories with confidence.
Talking about memories is a beautiful way to connect with others and express what matters to you.
If you found this episode helpful, please subscribe to English Podcast and share it with friends.
We create lessons to help you communicate meaningfully in English.
Next episode, we'll explore another important topic for everyday conversations.
Until then, take time to reflect on your happy memories.
Maybe call an old friend and reminisce together, or write down a favorite memory in your journal.
Appreciating happy moments from our past enriches our present.
From both of us, may you create many more beautiful memories.
Keep learning, keep sharing, and keep cherishing life's special moments.
Take care, everyone.
Goodbye.